Guys, God is protecting you, God is hiding you. How do you know about this and why? Why do you think it is? We're going to be discussing about this in my channel. Welcome to my channel. This is your girl CY. We're discussing today about how God is hiding you. God would hide you because, number one, you're a valuable person. Like we just said in the other videos. Let's say you establish that you are a triple threat. A triple threat may be somebody that has good looks, is smart, is intelligent, and is highly skillful and blessed. You may be somebody that is just blessed in everything that you do, everything that you set your hands on turns gold, and everything basically that you do is blessed. You may be the person that I'm talking about today because God may be protecting you. And God protects you because you have a lot of things to lose. You are like a house of a president that has gold in it, that has it's like the state house. The president lives in it. There's a lot of good things in it. There's a lot of valuables. There's a lot of cash money. There's a lot of just valuable clothes and so on and so forth. So obviously, you are going to be a person that is highly under strict protection. You might not know. You may not know that God is actually the one that is protecting you, because you may feel a lot of rejection coming in your path. And that rejection is actually God protecting you, but you may not know because you're actually valuable. And most of the time, God is smart enough not to let you launch, not to unveil you in a certain period of time, because He knows that if He unveils you before the world, or if He just lets the world experience your skill to that level at that time, it might cause anger, jealousy, and hatred, and you might lose your life. Because when we look at jealousy in itself, and all the anger and hatred and all those negative emotions, these are emotions that could cause one to lose their lives. So God is smart enough, God has the wisdom to know that this person, I cannot launch this person forward at this time. So this person has to wait. And we look at that depiction in the Bible when we look at the story of David. I like the story of David because David went through a lot of hiding, and also Joseph. And I like the story of David because David just has a lot of stories just in him being him. He has like a million stories from his one story, So David was taking care of his father's livestock there somewhere in the wilderness or something. He used to take care of his father's livestock. So when he was there, remember, his brothers were out there doing their own things, but they were not as hidden as David was. And in my underestimation video, I spoke about how even the father of David underestimated him. It is just the same thing that I'm trying to say, that David was hidden by God, and God hid him because He knew that he is the one that He is going to anoint to be the next king of Israel. So this king cannot be unveiled in a time where there is no need. This king cannot just be unveiled like that, because if this king was unveiled from birth, then his life would have been warfare after warfare after warfare. But remember, when even Samuel was trying to anoint David at that time that he anointed David, he did not arise to kingship right at that minute. No. But God in His infinite wisdom knew that David can handle now any type of pressure with this anointing, but still he was not even put on the forefront. But now his father knew. His father knew, his brothers kind of knew that, okay, now this person has been anointed the king to be the next king, but not immediately. But they underestimated, they did not know what was inside him, because God hid him, because he might have been killed even before the anointing. Remember that he got the anointing and still he wasn't king straight away. Sometimes you will not be launched to your destiny immediately because there's a lot of things, there's a lot of people around you, or even you are still immature to handle it. I was talking to a friend yesterday when we were talking about stepping up to destiny, because there's also a friend of ours who's a little bit older, and this friend of ours is stepping into the role of leadership, and he's in his 50s, this friend of ours. So he's stepping into his role of leadership at this time of his life, and the prophecy was given to him at birth, sorry, that he's going to be a leader. So we were speaking with my friend and talking about, okay, so if it was another person that got this prophecy, the other person in their 20s would be like, okay, I'm supposed to be a leader. Okay, no, why now? Why is it not happening now? I'm supposed to be leading right now. I'm born to be this. No, sometimes God is hiding you because you're also immature. It's not the time for you. Okay, in your 20s, how are you going to lead effectively? But let's compare that to your 50s. You have the skill, you have the experience, you have the funding, you have all the resources to do it properly, you have the correct wisdom, you have the intelligence, you now have the experience of leadership in other things that you were doing. Because I like to believe that everything we do prior to us stepping in our destiny are things that are always calculated to push the big agenda that is your destiny. So I might be someone that needs to be stepping in my destiny, let's say at 29, and right now I'm 21, but God will place other things for me to master other skills so that it can push me forward for me to lead. So when we look at like David again, he was in the wilderness. He was killing lions, he was killing bears, he was dealing with animals, and all this prepared him for the big picture to kill Goliath. And now when he kills Goliath, this is a man that can lead battle. Now he's a man that can lead a whole army to battle. You see, so God protected him in hiding him, but in that hiding was also preparation. So there is beauty in hiding. There is beauty in hiding. So we need to look at the positive side of hiding. When God is hiding you, he's not just hiding you because he just doesn't want the best for you. No, there is beauty in being in that position. There is lessons that you're being taught so that you can step forward in that destiny, so that you can be protected from the devourers. Like, follow, share.